Welcome to the amazing world of plastic, where anything can happen and everything is made out of plastic. We got pirates, spaceships, castles, all made out of plastic. But my favorite thing about plastic is how fun it is to play with. Just click the bricks together and ta-da, you just created something epic. And there's one guy who knows how to use plastic like no other. His name is Bricklink. He's the biggest collector of plastic in the whole wide universe. But one day he got a package. It was big and bulky, and he couldn't wait to open it. Turns out it was another one of his prized possessions. This time it was a brand new set of vintage, discontinued LEGO's Atlantis. So he carefully sorted through his collection to find the perfect spot to display it. And there it was, just begging to be played with. In front of him was an entire lost LEGO city made out of blue and white plastic architectural elements. There were huge, transparent, clear plastic dome structures, likely containing precious air pockets for the citizens below. And crisscrossing throughout the buildings were these silver plastic technology installations with blinking LED effects. In the distance, he could see a large, transparent blue plastic arch bridge spanning a wide chasm, connected by flowing, transparent blue plastic current streams to different parts of the city. But as he turned to admire the rest of the collection, his eye caught something strange. Bursting from the depths of the ocean floor was this giant, dark purple, many-legged beast. With dozens of little suction cups along its length, it had glowing red plastic eyes with internal lighting effects peering straight out at him. Emerging from beneath its shell were long, scraggly bits of gray, plastic rocky pieces covered in tangled green plastic seaweed growth. With a tremendous effort, Bricklink identified the monster as the legendary sea beast, known only as the Kraken. As it reared its head above the water, it let out a deafening roar, shaking the very foundation of the city. Suddenly, the lights flickered and died across the once great metropolis. Panicked cries echoed through the deserted streets as the residents scrambled for safety. Meanwhile, back in the palace, the magnificent Admiral Neptune, complete with his own glossy yellow plastic headpiece and flowing blue-gray plastic beard piece, gripped his golden plastic crown with a determined expression as the centerpiece jewel. A transparent blue plastic gem glittered ominously in the flickering lamplight. On his royal blue plastic tunic torso was the silver trident symbol proudly displayed. And sweeping dramatically behind him flowed his beautiful blue plastic cape adorned with intricate wave pattern details. He knew exactly what he had to do. Grasping his iconic golden plastic trident tipped with 3 sharp silver plastic prong points, he rallied his 3 loyal subjects, the mer people, the crab folk, and the dolphin riders. First, he needed to negotiate an alliance with the mer queen in her coral palace garden. But she was hesitant to risk her people. Using his diplomacy skills, he gifted her with several golden plastic pearls and a bouquet of transparent plastic crystal formations. As a sign of goodwill, they communicated using special plastic sound wave effect elements until an agreement was reached. Then he set sail for the crab folk village, on the edge of the Great Barrier Reef. They were initially hostile, but he managed to persuade them to join his cause by promising to help protect their homes. He even donned one of their red plastic claw accessories to show his solidarity. And finally, he rode out to the dolphin rider stable, where he convinced them to bring their swift gray plastic dolphin companions to aid in his battle plan. Now united, he led his combined forces against the Kraken. The Atlanteans fired off blue plastic water spear projectiles, while the crab folk launched surprise attacks with their red plastic claw pincer. But it was the dolphin riders who stole the show with their high-speed cavalry charges, leaping and twirling through the water with unmatched grace. Despite their best efforts, though, they were losing ground. The Kraken was just too powerful. As it reared its massive body up above the city, it bellowed angrily, causing more damage to the already struggling power source. At its core, the once great city of Atlantis was powered by an enormous blue plastic energy crystal that also kept the water breathable for its inhabitants. But now the crystal was dying, along with the rest of the transparent plastic air dome systems. The silver plastic life support equipment that kept the Atlanteans alive was slowly failing. Without quick action, the entire city would drown. Just when all hope seemed lost, Admiral Neptune devised a clever strategy. While his army distracted the beast, he snuck away to discover the secret behind the Kraken's rage. What he found shocked him. The Kraken wasn't evil at all. It was merely trying to protect something. As he followed its gaze, he saw it. A few meters away, hidden beneath a layer of slimy green plastic seaweed and coral plastic branches, lay an ancient underwater forest made entirely out of plastic. It was breathtaking. Trees with delicate leaves of transparent plastic and trunks like thick coils of blue and white plastic vines reached towards the sun, filtering down through the water. Colorful plastic sea life weaved between the branches, and tiny translucent blue plastic fish darted around the roots. But this idyllic paradise was under attack. Black plastic oil elements seeped out from cracks in the forest floor, slowly suffocating the native flora and fauna. The Kraken had been awakened by the destruction and was trying to stop it. Realizing this, Admiral Neptune abandoned his plans to defeat the Kraken and instead offered it a place alongside him in the fight to save the forest. Together, they raced back to the city, realizing that they were facing a much larger threat. Hidden somewhere in the vast ocean, some careless land dwellers had carelessly dumped their trash into the sea. And now the discarded plastic was poisoning the beautiful underwater world. Determined to fix the damage done, Admiral Neptune and the Kraken teamed up. He used his advanced Atlantean technology to create transparent plastic filtration systems, and the Kraken used its mighty tentacles to direct the flow of water through them. Then they parked his submarine on top of the forest to power a massive water pump, sucking the polluted water upwards. They established a series of transparent plastic processing tubes connected to silver plastic purification chambers filled with crushed coral plastic to filter out the smallest bits of debris. Finally, the water flowed into green plastic bioremediation gardens teeming with colorful plastic sea life that absorbed any remaining toxins, and as if by magic, the water was clean. Soon enough, the entire ocean was diverted through the new filtration system. Thanks to the cooperation between the different sea creatures, the damaged coral reefs began to flourish once again. Colorful plastic sea anemones bloomed, pink and orange plastic sea fans unfurled, and rainbow-colored plastic coral heads dotted the landscape. Over time, the once desperate battle between the Atlantis and the Kraken became a thing of legend. And the two unlikely heroes grew old together, working tirelessly to clean the ocean and protect the underwater world. In fact, the Kraken was eventually given the honor of becoming the guardian of the restored ocean. Using its purple plastic tentacles, it would remove any unsightly pieces of debris and even used its signature red plastic I-beams to pinpoint pollution sources for the cleanup crews. As for Admiral Neptune and his trusty dolphin, well, they continued exploring the vast oceans in search of new adventures. One day, however, he did something truly amazing. Wanting the surface dwellers to know the ocean had changed, he left a message for them. Using a silver plastic communication device, he sent a transparent plastic message container out into the open water. The message floated to the surface world, where it washed ashore and was discovered by a young girl. She quickly raced to tell her father, who turned out to be the mayor of the nearby town. Overjoyed by the incredible message, he declared a town-wide cleanup day, inspiring others to follow suit. Soon enough, the whole world was working together to keep the oceans clean. And as the years passed, the ocean became healthier than ever before. The once divided underwater kingdoms flourished, working together in harmony. The merpeople bred endangered seahorses in rainbow-colored coral plastic stables. The crabfolk maintained giant kelp forests that provided food and shelter for countless species. The dolphin riders trained their companions to help injured sea turtles navigate the water. And the Kraken, well, it patrolled the seas, ensuring no one disturbed the hard-won peace. The once desolate ocean floor became a vibrant underwater metropolis, teeming with life. Tiny bioluminescent fish darted between colorful coral heads, gracefully balanced on sleek white plastic rocks. Giant squid with intelligent eyes peeked out from their lairs in the sandy bottom, while playful dolphins cavorted around sunken treasure chests filled with pearly white plastic gems. But perhaps the greatest change of all was the water. Once murky and lifeless, it now sparkled like 1,000 suns, reflecting the beauty of the world above. Schools of silver fish shimmered through its depths, creating moving works of art. Sunlight filtered through the surface, painting the ocean floor with shifting patterns of gold and emerald green. And everywhere life thrived. It was a testament to the power of unity, cooperation, and most importantly, friendship. For it was only by working together that the sea creatures had been able to restore balance to their world and ensure its health for generations to come. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the water, the animals gathered together on the shore. The dolphins leaped and twirled through the air, the mermaids sang haunting songs of the deep, and the crabfolk beat a steady rhythm on their shells. Even the fearsome kraken was there, its tentacles curled gently around a small octopus, its giant eye gazing dreamily at the stars above. Together, they celebrated the beauty of their world, grateful for the hard-won peace and the bright future that lay ahead.